Alright, hey there guys, Ian Vicassi here, aka JetterBro95, coming at you guys with another Seahawks theme team gameplay. You guys have been asking quite a bit for these, and so I'm going to keep providing them for you guys. Now, we don't have any new cards today to showcase, but we did make some changes overall to the team. Just a couple, not too much. Actually, I guess we do have a new card to showcase today. We do have the 94 overall Rob Gronkowski. Now, he doesn't have Seahawks cam yet, but he is moved up to the starting tight end. 92 speed is still very viable for a tight end at this point of the year. Like, I don't really think it's that bad. Even for a wide receiver, it's still not that bad, but we'll get to that in a minute. But the reason why I have this Gronkowski starting for me is because he does get short end elite and tight end apprentice for 1 AP, which is better than what we got with Greg Olsen right now. And honestly, as I've said before, once we do get a competent tight end like a Jimmy Graham or we get a Greg Olsen upgrade or whatever, I will look to make them the starter and have Gronk be my fullback and keep him in the field in the lineup because of the motivator chem. My apologies for that. So Gronk is still pretty good. We got for that. We also have the we also moved Tyler Lockett back into the starting receiver spot. Now the reason I did this was because it didn't strike me till now. Even if I were to do the Sidney Rice, Jerry Rice, you know how I have it set up for one of my rules. Sidney Rice only played about 2 full years with the Seahawks. He played one full healthy season in 2012, and then 2011 he was hurt, and then 2013 he famously tore his ACL and never played another snap in the NFL after that. So, but Lockett played a lot more years with the team, so I'm obviously should play Tyler Lockett. But 92 speed, 98 acceleration. We did go out today and pick up the sprinter strategy item. Hopefully I don't get banned. You know, it is what so yeah, I'm hoping I don't get banned for that because I did actually buy it once, but ended up selling it off. But Lockett played pretty solid. Like, I actually think in the gameplay you're going to see, he had a couple of good catches. He's moving here and there. He's doing pretty well overall. So I have Lockett in the receiver spot. Now, I'm not sure if I want to keep short and elite on him or if I want to move into mid and elite to get that 1 extra AP, because if you guys do know, I actually do think mid and elite is a good ability. I don't think it's completely useless like some people like to think it is. But I'm not necessarily certain if mid and elite would be viable for Tyler Lockett. Like, some of the routes he does play would work with mid in, but I don't know if I want to do mid and elite because, you know, some of the routes don't work that way. So, but Lockett is in the lineup again. Definitely was really happy with how he played today. You know, and then overall on the defense, defensively, Frank Clark is back in the lineup just because he has defensive rally, and I do want that extra pass rushing points for John Randall and Jadeveon Clowney, which also, speaking of pass rushers, guys, Carlos Dunlap should get a +1 this week with the playoff predictors, be that tomorrow or Thursday, so keep an eye out for that for your Seahawks theme team as well as Bengals and Chiefs theme teams. Those are the teams you play for, yeah. But with that being said, though, guys, enjoy the gameplay. All right, as we get into the top threes, mine is Doug Baldwin, Richard Sherman, and Sean Alexander. And then for my opponent, he has Champ Bailey, Sean Alexander, and Thomas Davis. So at first, I thought this was a Washington themed team lineup, but after a little bit, I thought to myself, no, this is not, because he's got guys like Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback, and I don't remember what else he had, but again, once again, just a reminder, guys, this gameplay that you are watching is from my live stream, so it's twitch.tv/JetterBro95. Head on over there, guys. Check it out. That is where these gameplays come from. But first and 10, after getting a new set of downs, because our match coverage didn't pick up the guy coming across, Frank Clark does get the sack, bring up a 2nd and long, actually, like a 2nd and 22. Yeah, 2nd and 22. So here he tries to run it on 2nd and 22. I was a little confused by the play call, but I guess my thought he saw it at 4-down territory, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So 3rd and 17, obviously, you know, sending the pass, just trying to, you know, play as much coverage as we can, allow the completion underneath. We do get Darren Waller, he does get Darren Waller open, but Shaquille Griffin does make the tackle, and he does punt us the ball. So we do get a 1st and 10 from the 19. We do a bit of a QB draw there. We find a nice seam through the middle of the defense there, and we do pick up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Obviously, you know, I would like to see if I can get Lockett going in the gameplay and stuff of that nature. I would like to try and get Lockett moving on and, you know, get him going. And we also do have the new Rob Gronkowski, as I mentioned. So 1st and 10, I almost ran out of time for the play clock. I was not prepared to snap it, but I had to. So 2nd and 10 here after the hit. We do motion over Lockett again just to see if he's in man or zone. It ends up being a cover 2, I believe. A cover 2 or a cover 4. Like cover 4 quarters or something like that. I have no idea. I think it was quarters. But we do pick up the first down after Lockett does actually fight for the yardage. So 1st and 10 here from the 41. Once again, motioning over one more time. We do see that he actually is in cover 4 match. So we just take the check down to Marshawn Lynch. You know, I'm trying to get into the habit of motioning just to dictate to see if my opponent is in man or zone. Right here on a 3rd and inches, we try a bit of an outside zone here. For some reason, the offensive line does not pick up the interior rusher right in front of them. That's just such a huge glitch in the game, and it absolutely should be patched. But 4th and 4 here, we do make up for it with finding Lockett on the out route, and we pick up a brand new set of downs that way. So the drive keeps going. Yeah, a lot of things going on today, you know, with, you know, weekly wildcards coming out tomorrow. As of recording in this video, we do not know what they are, other than Isaiah Hodgins, which he actually did do pretty good against the Vikings in the postseason. You see, we try a little bit of an inside handoff there. But we do get stuffed in the backfield. But he actually did play well in the Vikings game against the Vikings with the Giants. So 3rd and 10, you know, I see a lane. I end up scrambling, picking up the first down, and a heck of a lot more. We do come to a slide with Russell. We did get a 24-yard carry out of that. So keeping the drive alive. I have a feeling this is man coverage here. So I actually do put Gronk on a corner route. This is actually man, so we do actually fire that ball over to the corner and pick up the first down just before the 2-minute warning. Right here, try a bit of a counter. Unfortunately, he does get stuffed in the backfield. We actually do lose a yard, so that does suck. 2nd and goal here. We get him with the read option, and we are able to walk right into the end zone untouched for the touchdown with Russell Wilson. Yeah, these read options, a lot of people do not expect these now. I don't know what it is, but I've been able to get away with a lot of read options recently. You guys are going to see those on my TikToks that I post with my highlights that I like to do. A lot of people don't be expecting it, and I do get a decent amount of people when it comes to those read option plays. It's actually kind of insane how many I get. So 2nd and 5 here, crossing route over the middle of the field. He does break. We do get the first. He does get the first down. My apologies. It doesn't break it up. We do get the first down. So that does suck. So now he is bordering on field goal range, I think. Yeah. Pardon me, I had to on there. Tries a bit of an inside zone with Shaun Alexander. We do pick it up. We do break that up, and it's crazy to me because, like, I keep forgetting that Shaun Alexander has Washington chem, and you see he tries the deep shot down the seam. Quandre does come over and break it up from his inside 3rd. So 3rd and 9 here from the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to get some points here. He drops back, and this time around, Shaquille Griffin does pick up the crossing route with a quarter flat, and he does take off with it. Unfortunately, though, he does not get a pick 6, though, because Tua is able to chase us down and get the stop. But hey, we're at the 17-yard line. We're obviously inside the red zone. I would like to get some points here. You know, 1st and 10, taking a sack immediately, not the greatest. 2nd and 19, though, we do find Lockett on the corner. So we do take our 2nd timeout. Obviously, I would like to do a bit of a chuck up to DK because, again, with his red zone threat. Unfortunately, though, we are 1 yard short, so we have to settle for 3 at the end of the quarter. So that does suck. So 1st and 10, play action, sail concept. We do unfortunately take a hit as we get rid of the ball. 2nd down here, we try to inside zone with Shaun Alexander. We get a 2-yard run. So 3rd and 8 here. You know, obviously don't really want to get stopped right out of half. Want to keep the drive going, you know, and kill a little bit of clock because, you know, I'm already up 10-0. I would like to keep the drive going. I noticed Lockett a little bit late. We do take a hit with Russell, and we are forced to punt. So we're back on defense from the 38-yard line. Hopefully, we do get a new punter soon for the Seahawks team. I would like to get a Michael Dixon upgrade here very, very soon with Team of the Year. Maybe next week because it's Team of the Year is not going to be this week. But I would like to get a Dixon upgrade just because, you know, I do punt the ball. No, a lot of people do, and it's kind of weird when people come to my channel and watch me punt the ball. But, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it is, you know, do what you do. But I would just prefer to punt in those types of situations. But 2nd down here, we do play a little bit, a couple 4 quarters of the match. I do try to get out there to the flat, but unfortunately, we don't. But he only does get 3 yards out of it, so 3rd and 7 here from the 41. Gets down to 1 second. He does get the play off in time. He throws it up to the outside, but Woolen does break it up with his deep out KO. Thank goodness for that. Deep out, it does feel like they have nerfed these KOs recently. Like, I don't know what it is, but it does feel like things like deep out zone KO have absolutely been nerfed. But 4th and 7 here, Diggs once again comes over, and he does break it up. So we get the stop on defense, and it brings up a 1st and 10 for us. So we do go to Baldwin on the in route. Unfortunately, he does get tackled right away. So we are with a 2nd and 8 here coming up. So 2nd and 8, we do try to call a stretch play. Unfortunately, they do play it very well, and we do get into the backfield. So 3rd and 8 from the 43-yard line. Once again, try to take the flat, almost get picked there. So 4th and 5 on this drive now. Now, I probably should have punted here, to be completely honest. I really should have, but we forced one over to Metcalf. I thought he had the outside leverage, but unfortunately he doesn't. And Jeremy Lane, not only does he picks this off, but he is gone for 7. So yeah, not ideal. Definitely not ideal, but we do have the beginning of the 4th quarter, and we do have the ball. So you know what? Killing clock here and getting 3 is not the worst thing imaginable. We do find a nice little gap there with Sean Alexander. We do get 10, 11, 13 yards out of that. So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We try to find Lockett on the sail route. That should have absolutely been picked off. I did not see the guy there until it was too late. But until I let go of the ball, but we should have gotten picked off there. We find Baldwin on the out route for a 6-yard gain there. So 3rd and 4 coming up here. We get him again with a read option. Actually, I take that back. We don't get him with a read option, but he clicks on and he whiffs on the tackle. So that brings up a 4th and inches. Definitely wanted to go quarterback sneak this, but ultimately I decide to audible to a QB to a running back power, and we're gone. We take off with Marshawn Lynch for a 63. Not a 50, 63, like a 53-yard touchdown run with Marshawn Lynch. So, yeah, that's actually insanely needed right there. Overall, like, I definitely needed to get the 1st down at bare minimum, but Dunlap comes in off the edge, gets the sack. As I mentioned in the intro, guys, be on the lookout for that +1 this week for Seahawks, Bengals, and Chiefs theme teamers. Right here, he tries to test the best corner in the league, but, you know, he doesn't have a better receiver like Crabtree than Crabtree. I had a joke there, and I just completely fucking fumbled it, so I apologize for that, guys. I hope you understand what I was trying to say, but 1st and 10 here, read option with Sean Alexander. Does break a few tackles. We do get some yardage, so 2nd and 5 here. Now, I really should be trying to just run the ball and kill clock. There's no reason for me to be trying to make a pass here, but my dumbass decides to do so, and we get picked off immediately by John Lynch. And yeah, as you can see, I am not thrilled about that. I should have absolutely ran the ball, but will it cost us the game? That remains to be seen. We try to tackle him with Cam Chancellor. Sean Alexander absolutely bullies him. So 1st and 10 here from the 34-yard line. He tries again to throw it up for Art Monk. This time he does come down with the ball. For some reason, Woolen does not animate on the outside with his deep out KO. I don't know what the hell happened there. Like I said, I feel like they have nerfed out like the deep out KOs. He tries to throw the ball across the field in triple coverage. He actually does catch it, but we do push him out of bounds, thankfully. My God, would I have been absolutely fuming if he does complete that, but he doesn't complete this as we pick that off with Prez to bring up a huge stop and a 1st down from the 12. We try to get outside. We almost take off with Alexander. We do get tackled. 2nd and 8 once again, just another stretch. Get him outside, and we find a little cutback around Thomas Davis, and we take off for a pretty decent game. And that is basically the end of the game, guys. I do a couple of kneel downs here. I don't know if you're going to see the kneel downs, but once again, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the gameplay. You guys have been asking for it. Like, I know I saw one comment asking if we could see some gameplays. So, I mean, I do upload gameplays pretty consistently. I've actually been doing a lot more recently over the past, I want to say, like, what has it been, like 3 days? Like, not 3 days, like 3 weeks. Like, it's been pretty consistent. Tomorrow it might be Eagles theme team, guys. Like, I might upload Eagles theme team gameplay with the new Javon Hargrave. That remains to be seen because he is a defensive tackle. I really don't know if I want to upload a gameplay for a fucking defensive tackle. But we'll also see what tomorrow brings for weekly wildcards, as they're calling it this year. But anyways, if you guys do like this type of content and want to see more Seahawks and Eagles theme team content, hit the like button below and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. It does mean a lot to me, and it does make me happy to know that you guys are enjoying it. And once again, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.